Also, I haven't really done a reading in a while. I've recorded a couple times, didn't really publish it, God knows why. But I'm gonna try again and let's see what guidance the cards have for us, what's happening in your life over the next, let's check 30 days. Let's see. We have, uh, I Dear God. So yeah, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords, and let's pull the overarching energy for the next 30 days. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So you're learning to rise above the challenges of your past. You're learning to overcome the ghosts of your past. You're learning to release the painful experiences of your past so you can finally heal and become the version of yourself that you'd feel proud of. I see a lot of healing happening. I see a lot of like a heartache in from your past that you are still learning to overcome, that you're still trying to rise above. But I also see that you are becoming stronger as a result of this experience. You were lied to, cheated on, manipulated, taken advantage of. Take howsoever it applies to your situation, but you were taken advantage of in some way, and that did leave you disappointed, hurt. This may not be a recent experience for every single one of you, although it could be. For some of you, this may have happened like a long time ago, but you're still kind of recovering from this experience because it was such a huge shock to you that it took a lot of time for you to be able to understand what was going on, right? So I do see you trying to heal from a very painful deceit, right? And I do see you learning from this experience, you learning to um, be more careful about who you trust your heart with, who you trust yourself with, who you trust your assets with. And yes, it did hurt to be lied to be cheated and to be manipulated. And I see that this may have become kind of like a theme in your life, that people come in your life, they on on surface they feel very nice, very sweet, very cute, and everything seems to be okay until it isn't, until you receive the shock of your life and it just stops being surprising after a while, right? There's only so many times you can be lied to before you start expecting the world to lie to you, right? So I do see a lot of like experiences, or one very uh, dominant experience in your past that caused a lot of heartache, that made you second guess your worth, second guess your this card, Queen of Pentacles, can also be about rebuilding your self-esteem. So this experience did really challenge you to almost kind of like question your self-worth, question the value you place on yourself when you've been hurt, right? And you've been trying to like back off from engaging with similar people, engaging with people in general in your life. You've been trying to become more uh, less trusting and more discerning of the people that enter your life. And while being careful is honestly the correct approach, sometimes you just gotta have faith that good things can happen to you, because I do see a lot of like very powerful changes manifesting in your life over the next 20-30 days. I do see you becoming like very happy, very very excited, some like one very specific event, or for some of you it could be just like an inner state of mind that changes very powerfully. So where things were in the dark, where you were being lied to, where you were not able to discern, where you were kind of being manipulated, where you were in the dark, you're now learning to see, acknowledge, notice light, so you can overcome the painful experiences of your past. Because with the Six of Swords, you are walking towards calmer waters. Things are getting better for you. It's just going to be a learning journey. There's going to be a learning curve, and I do see you becoming stronger as a result of this experience. I mean, I feel you will be either inclined to or pushed to speak publicly or verbalize what you've been going through, or at least help other people not get in similar situations in their lives. But with the King of Wands is not like a silent king. He's very loud, very loud, very proud of what he's done, very creative. I feel you've sacrificed a lot in order to heal. You've dealt with a lot of pain. You've forgiven a lot of pain, and now you're just not settling down for anything less than you could ever possibly deserve. And that's a really, really powerful transformation that's happening in your life. I see you being very proud of the new version of yourself that you are now in the process of becoming. I see a very powerful change, transformation happening in your life offering you opportunities to heal, to finally have your heart at peace. I see you making more friends, receiving more offers. For some of you, these may be romantic offers. To others of you, this may be business opportunities. I do see you kind of like being hesitant to accept these opportunities at first. Again, that's because of the pain that you have felt in your past, because of the trauma that you have dealt with, and kind of like an expectation of getting hurt over and over and over and over again. But spirit in general wants you to know it's whatever defenses you're going to put up against their plan for you are going to be dissolved sooner rather than later, because they have planned a lot of changes in your life. Yes, you're resistant to exploring new opportunities of things that could make you happy, but this judgment call has already kind of happened. Spirit has already kind of like given you signs after signs after signs after signs after signs about a very powerful new uh, change that's happening, which is going to help you overcome this heartache of your past. Yeah, with the Page of Pentacles, I feel for some of you this is going to be a new source of income. To others of you, this is going to be a new kind of like a person. In general, I do see you manifesting a new reality, uh, and you will be the one manifesting. It's not that spirit is pushing you to do anything. You're receiving the signs. They're giving you a sense of direction. They're giving you what you could do. They're giving you whatever possibly divine help that they could give to you. But now it's going to be up to you to bring in this new change in your life. Allow the opportunities that are being presented to you to transform your reality, whatever hesitancies you have. I have a feeling that you're going to overcome them. You're going to like become a better version of yourself. You're going to learn from the lessons from your past, which you have already. But I do see you kind of like not being open to this new change that's happening. At least initially, things are not how you expect them to be right now, and I feel you kind of being upset about spilled waters. Yeah, I mean, you probably things are not happening the way you planned them to happen. Things are not changing the way you planned them to change, but changes are happening anyway, and spirit wants you to embrace them. We have the uh, three of pentacles and the emperor card. So I do see you receiving help from someone, at least like one very again, like I said, the king of wands they're not very loud. They are very loud. They're not a silent kings. We have an emperor. The emperor has his shit together. He knows what works, what doesn't. He has the answers, and even if he doesn't have the answers, he make his answers rather than asking the universe. Again, for some of you, this if you're worried about money, this could be investors kind of helping you, or someone in your family investing in your idea. So you are receiving the support that you need. Yeah, this is kind of like reinforcing the family angle here. So either this person is your family or will become a part of your like spirit family over a few over the time that you guys spend together. But I do see this very put together individual kind of like helping you become more confident, believe in yourself more. I feel some of you have a kind of a habit of second guessing, questioning yourself, and that's why spirit is sending this person now in your energy to kind of like snap you out of that energy, because there's something very painful has happened to you, and that has made you slightly hesitant to trust new new things that are happening to you. But I see the sun shining in the background, even though you're not expecting things to change massively. This new energy that are now coming in, that's now coming in your life, it's huge. We have the six of wands and the queen of wands. So this transformation that is happening, it's very, 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 very powerful. It's not a one day change. It's very powerful. Like I said, the queen, the wand suit itself is not a very silent suit. Even in the minor arcana cards, if it's a card about conflict, it's a loud conflict that's kind of very obvious. Although it could be an internal conflict, but it's still something that would very easily impact your day-to-day life. So I do see that the success manifesting in your life over the next 30 days, you becoming the empress yourself, you overcoming the pain caused to you by people who were not worthy of your energy, and them facing the karma of their own actions with the death and the king of knight of wands facing each other. I have a sense that this person, whosoever did hurt you in your past, are now going to face their karma. The sun is shining, as I said, and it's shining on both the dark and the light, and they're going to have to face the consequences of their actions. You may come to know about things that they kind of like face, or you may not come to know. That's going to vary, and that's going to be different for everyone watching this reading. But I do see that this person kind of like now being put in a position uh, of being answerable to their actions by the universe. It's like the judgment is going to happen for them very, very soon. And no matter how many lies they tell the world about XYZ, no matter how many lies you're scared of them being able to tell other people to do whatever you're insecure about them doing to you, no matter how many lies they come up with to justify their wrongdoings, the universe has heard it all, seen it all, noticed it all, and they know it all. So they're going to have to face the karma for their actions. They're going to have to like face. I see this happening kind of publicly, although that may not be the case for every single one of you, because this is the strength card. I do see this happening, like, and we have a lot of like yellow in the background. Yellow does represent daylight. So I do see this happening, like either very publicly, or you'll get to know about whatever's going on somehow anyway. But in general, even if you don't get to know, that might be for your own best given whatever circumstances are. I do see that you learning of like yeah, you're going to find out. If it doesn't happen publicly, you'll probably find out through a friend or a friend of a friend. But I see this information coming to you. So that might be helpful in your healing, realizing that the universe abandons no one, discards no one, hurts no one intentionally, and the people who do hurt others do face karma for their actions. And you will get to know, you will find out. If you don't find out immediately, you will find out in a few months. You will get this information, because the universe kind of wants you to know that no, they did not abandon you in a unfair situation. They did not let you stay hurt in an unfair power dynamics. Even though yes, you were hurt, yes, you were broken, your um, um, integrity was put in a position where you had to like probably compromise on your own values to be able to survive, or to be able to be with this person who did not want to be with you in the first place. So I do see someone, at least very strong sacrifice that you had to make, and it did cause you a huge loss. And that kind of what may have started this whole journey of you being hurt, tormented by this reality. uh, so for some of you, um, you will be releasing people from your life that are not part of your soul family, because this ten of pentacles was kind of in reverse position when I pulled. So I do have a sense that you'll be releasing people from your life who you probably may have considered your soul family, but they actually weren't. They did not have your best interest at their heart, and they may have had a lot of like hidden agendas that you did not really know about. So these people are being like, the universe is purging these people out of your life, and it's going to set you free, and it's going to allow you, enable you, support you in your healing journey now, because I see new experiences in your life over the next 30-40 days. Universe handing over to you opportunities that you need to rise above the pain. Again, coming with the death card, I see this such a powerful transformation. On one side, you were broken, you were hurt, you were abandoned. Apparently, you had to face a lot of demons that were not really yours to begin with. So I don't know, I see I feel this horse is kind of like I don't know, under some kind of influence. So I don't know, whatever, howsoever you were hurt in your past, whosoever hurt you, uh, whatever happened in your reality, I see some negative influences trying to haunt, kind of like impact your reality in your past, and now the universe is setting you free. You're healing, you're protecting yourself, you're rising above, you're cutting off these negative energies that caused you to feel hurt a lot, right? So the universe is kind of offering you new opportunities to look where you can go to have your new start. You've been waiting for this chance to come in, but you now are creating this chance for yourself. You're releasing. I think what's going to be releasing the pain that you felt as a result of whatever happened is going to be the key to you manifesting this new reality. And I know, even while I'm saying this, it's not really easy, and it's kind of like very very uh it's not easy to release the pain, especially if you've dealt with nothing but pain in a very very long time. But the universe is offering you healing now. I see you receiving signs about where you are headed over the next probably a year, 2 years, 3 years or so. You've been anxious about your future, you've been anxious probably about your connections, your love life, your personal life. We have a star card. So you've been anxious about how things are going to plan out, how things are going to change for you. But the universe, even though you don't have all the answers that you need, the universe does. And even though sometimes it may feel like that you're just pushing through circumstances that are not making you happy anyway, sometimes it may feel like you kind of have to like deal with a lot of darkness to find to have even an ounce of sunlight in your life, in a metaphorical sense. I see you walking away from like a very 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 traumatic, very painful experience, and it's not going to happen in one day. It's going to take time, but you received signs, you received your answers, you received guidance, you received whatever the universe could possibly deliver to you to help you overcome this experience. So be very very grateful to all the help that's now being made available to you. Yeah, it may have felt delayed, it may have felt that it was a long time coming, but now that the universe has delivered whatever you could possibly ask for to you, make sure to take your chance to walk away from this experience the first fucking chance you get, right? So I see some very very quick changes happening in your life, you building a stable foundation for yourself. This um, right, you learning from the pain of your past, you learning to kind of like rebuild your entire fucking life from scratch. And it's taken a long time, but it has happened, and the universe wants to congratulate you for that. You gotta like treat yourself right for this transformation to happen, even though this card is specifically from your body. So this message could make sense to some of you as it is. You need to like learn to celebrate your body knowledge form. You need to be kind to yourself. You need to be grateful to your health and your well-being, even if you are probably not at the shape that you want. You may have a lot of like goals for your size and all, and that's okay. And while that's okay, you're gonna have to like be kinder to yourself, kinder to your mind, kinder to your soul. Yeah, your guides want you to know that things, life in general has not been kind to you up until now, but they are doing their very very best to make this change happen. But for them to be able to help you, you need to start helping yourself. You need to start being grateful for all the experiences that are manifesting in your life. Yeah, things were painful in your past, you dealt with a lot, and there was a reason for why you had to go through what you had to go through. And while sometimes we struggle to see that reason, you are receiving the help, the guidance, the support, the love that you need. You are receiving, I think, like I said, you're receiving like one specific at least person. This may be a romantic interest with this particular card, or this may be a business partner. This may be someone who has seen a lot of stuff, a lot of challenges in their own life, so now they kind of have gained the wisdom that could help you with your life. So um, yeah, sometimes the reason why we go through painful experiences is so we could help others. I know that doesn't really sound great or perfect, but that's how life works, right? uh, yeah, you gotta like start believing in the magic of yourself. You gotta like start believing in yourself. You have to like, give yourself the chance that you need. You have to trust that the universe, your body, your mind, your soul, everything is orchestrated by the divine. Everything is as it should be. Stop worrying, stop questioning yourself, stop second guessing your worth, stop treating everything like the end of the fucking world, because sometimes we just lose a few battles. I mean, that's just life. um, no one can really help it. Sometimes we lose what we lose, but that's not to say that we can never be happy again, because you are very very powerful. You're a very very powerful manifester. You have magic in you. You don't see the universe, but the universe does. And you've been struggling, you've been hurt. The angels, your guides, the universe, whatever you believe in, everyone fucking knows that. Know that. Alright? You've been hurt in your past. You've been um, forced to deal with a lot of like unhappy, miserable situations. And while those situations were not in your control, the universe kind of wants you to take another risk, to trust yourself, to trust the process. All right. So things are changing for you, and I feel you may be a little bit hesitant to allow this change to happen. So don't be surprised when the universe kind of like brings in new people in your life that would make you incredibly happy, because I do see this um, support available to you, right? All right. Your life is kind even in the most harshest situations. Life is kind even the most unexpected ways. Sometimes we struggle to see it. Sometimes the world feels cruel, but then these moments happen where everything feels like everything has fallen in place, and you're gonna have this moment like very very soon. Congratulations on that. Allow these changes to happen. Allow the universe to help you, and allow yourself to overcome the fears, the insecurities uh, that you kind of like that hurt you. We have free spirit. To be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. Yeah, you're being asked to overcome fear, hurt, darkness, pain, whatever it is that you've been struggling from. So you could become free. So you could be free of the pain that you feel sometimes. So you could learn to be happy, because happiness is available to you. The universe sees your potential. They want you to do that as well. All right, that's what I have for you. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll likely record another reading sometime soon. Thank you.